Welcome back to the English Daily Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Today we're talking about something simple, useful, and sometimes misunderstood: hydration and everyday energy.
That's right. We're not talking about miracle drinks or extreme health challenges. We're talking about how water affects the way we feel, think, and move during a normal day.
And, as always, we'll learn practical English along the way. We'll explain useful vocabulary, give you natural expressions, and share tips that you can try today.
Jake, let me begin with a question. How much water did you drink this morning?
Honestly, not enough. I had 1 cup of coffee, and then I became busy. By lunchtime, I usually realize that I've barely had any water.
That happens to many people. We often remember to drink only when we feel thirsty, but thirst is not always the first sign that our body needs fluid.
Let's explain that word. Fluid means a liquid, such as water, milk, or soup. In health conversations, fluid often means the water and other liquids inside and around the cells of our body.
Exactly. Our body uses water for many jobs. It helps control temperature, carry nutrients, support digestion, and remove waste. It also helps our brain work properly.
So when people say, "I feel tired," could dehydration be one possible reason?
Yes, it could be. Dehydration means that the body has lost more fluid than it has taken in. Even mild dehydration may be connected with headaches, dry mouth, darker urine, or feeling unusually tired.
The phrase "unusually tired" is useful. It means tired in a way that is different from normal. For example, you might say, "I slept well, but I feel unusually tired today."
That's a great example. However, we should be careful. Tiredness can have many causes, including poor sleep, stress, illness, a change in routine, or not eating enough. Water is important, but it is not a cure for every problem.
That's an important health message. Sometimes online advice makes one simple habit sound like the answer to everything.
Right. A balanced approach is better. Hydration is one part of a healthy routine, along with sleep, nutritious food, movement, and medical care when necessary.
Here's a practical question for our listeners. How can you tell whether you are drinking enough?
There is no single number that is perfect for every person. Your needs can change depending on your body, the weather, your activity level, your food, and your health. A useful habit is to drink regularly throughout the day and pay attention to your body.
Let's talk about regularly. If something happens regularly, it happens again and again at fairly even times. You can say, "I take short breaks regularly," or "I drink water regularly instead of waiting until I'm very thirsty."
Good. Another simple clue is urine color. Pale yellow is often a sign of reasonable hydration, while very dark yellow can be a reminder to drink more. But this clue is not perfect, because some medicines, vitamins, and foods can change color.
So listeners should use common sense, not panic over one observation.
Exactly. Also, people with certain medical conditions may receive different advice. If a doctor has told you to limit fluids, follow that advice rather than copying a general recommendation from a podcast.
Let's move to a common morning habit: coffee. Anna, does coffee dehydrate us?
Many people believe that coffee automatically causes dehydration, but the situation is more complicated. Coffee contains caffeine, and caffeine can make some people urinate more. However, the liquid in a normal cup of coffee also contributes to your daily fluid intake.
So a cup of coffee is not the same as drinking no fluid at all.
Correct. Still, water is a good choice, especially if coffee makes you feel nervous, affects your sleep, or causes stomach discomfort. The best choice depends on how your body responds.
The expression "how your body responds" means how your body reacts. For example, I enjoy spicy food, but I pay attention to how my body responds.
Very useful. Now let's discuss energy. Some people reach for a sugary energy drink when they feel tired. Why might that be a problem?
A sugary drink can provide quick energy, but the effect may not last. After a short time, some people feel a crash, meaning a sudden drop in energy or mood.
Exactly. Crash is also used in everyday English. If someone works intensely for several hours and then becomes exhausted, you might say, "I had a productivity crash in the afternoon."
Energy drinks can also contain a lot of caffeine. Too much caffeine may cause a fast heartbeat, nervousness, or difficulty sleeping. And poor sleep can create more tiredness the next day.
That can become a cycle. You sleep badly, drink more caffeine to compensate, feel alert for a while, and then have trouble sleeping again.
To compensate means to make up for something or balance an unwanted effect. I walked home to compensate for sitting at my desk all day.
Great. One way to avoid that cycle is to keep a bottle or glass of water where you can see it. Visibility makes a habit easier to remember.
That sounds almost too simple, but it works. If the bottle is in another room, I forget it exists. If it is beside my keyboard, I take small sips while I work.
Small sips are often easier than trying to drink a huge amount at one time. You can connect drinking water with activities you already do, such as waking up, starting a meeting, eating a meal, or returning from a walk.
That is called habit stacking. You attach a new habit to an existing habit. For example, after brushing my teeth, I can drink a glass of water.
Yes. Habit stacking is a useful term in modern health and productivity conversations. The verb attach means to connect one thing to another.
What about people who dislike the taste of plain water?
They can experiment safely. Try cold or room temperature water, depending on what you prefer. Add slices of lemon, cucumber, or fruit if you enjoy the flavor. Unsweetened tea can also contribute to fluid intake.
Experiment is a useful verb. It means to try different methods to discover what works. I'm experimenting with taking a short walk after lunch.
Exactly. The important point is not to turn hydration into a stressful competition. You do not need to carry a giant bottle and force yourself to finish it if that makes you uncomfortable.
And water is not the only source of fluid. Many foods contain a lot of water, including fruit, vegetables, yogurt, and soup.
That's true. A varied diet can support hydration. For example, an orange is not just a source of vitamins, it also contains water and can be a refreshing snack.
What changes when we exercise or spend time in hot weather?
We usually lose more fluid through sweat, so we may need to drink more. It helps to drink before, during, and after longer or harder activities. In very hot conditions, shade, rest, and appropriate clothing matter too.
Sweat is the moisture your body produces to cool itself. To sweat is the verb. I started to sweat after climbing the hill.
Good. For ordinary daily exercise, water is often enough. During very long, intense activities, especially in heat, people may need electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals, such as sodium and potassium, that help the body manage fluids and support nerves and muscles.
But electrolyte products are not automatically necessary for everyone.
Right. Marketing can make a product sound essential when it may not be. If you exercise for a short time, drink water, eat regular meals, and feel well, you may not need a special sports beverage.
Let's give listeners a useful communication tip. If someone offers you a drink and you do not want it, you can say, "No, thank you. I'm all set."
That's natural and polite. "I'm all set" means I have what I need. You can also say, "No, thanks. I'd prefer some water, or could I have a glass of water, please?"
And if you want to remind a friend kindly, you can say, "Would you like some water?" That sounds more friendly than saying, "You never drink enough."
Absolutely. Health advice is easier to accept when it is respectful. We should avoid judging people because everyone has different routines, preferences, and medical needs.
Let's review a simple plan for tomorrow. First, drink some water after you wake up, if that feels comfortable.
Second, keep water within reach during work or study. Third, take a few sips when you eat a meal or take a break.
Fourth, bring water when you go for a walk, travel, or exercise. Fifth, notice how you feel, but do not treat one symptom as a diagnosis.
And sixth, protect your sleep. If caffeine is affecting your night, consider reducing it later in the day. Good energy is not only about what you drink, it is also about how you rest.
Before we finish, let's practice 3 useful expressions. The first is, keep an eye on, meaning to watch or pay attention to something. Keep an eye on your energy and thirst during a hot day.
The second is make a difference, meaning to create a noticeable improvement. Keeping water nearby can make a difference to my afternoon routine.
The third is, take it easy, meaning to rest and avoid doing too much. If you feel unwell in the heat, take it easy and ask for help if needed.
Let's recap today's key points. Water supports many body functions, including temperature control, digestion, and brain activity.
Dehydration can be connected with signs such as thirst, dry mouth, darker urine, headaches, or unusual tiredness, but tiredness has many possible causes.
Drink regularly, choose habits that fit your life, and remember that food and unsweetened drinks can also contribute to fluid intake.
Be thoughtful with sugary energy drinks and caffeine, especially if they disturb your sleep or cause a crash.
During heat or exercise, pay attention to sweat and your surroundings. Follow professional medical advice if you have a condition that affects how much you should drink.
And for English practice, remember these words: fluid, dehydration, regularly, compensate, experiment, electrolytes, and sweat.
Thanks for listening to the English Daily Podcast. We hope this conversation helps you feel more energetic and more confident in English.
If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Keep practicing, keep an eye on your habits, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, and stay hydrated.